So in this video, we're going to talk about cash flow and how to help you break even. I'm Margo Masri, your Heartfelt CFO from Margo's Bookkeeping, and I am so excited that you are in this video to learn more about cash flow. So what is cash flow? Cash flow is the difference between our assets and our liabilities. Assets is what we own. Liability is what we owe, otherwise known as accounts payable. Accounts payable is the bills that our business has to pay, and that creates liabilities, what we owe. Now, if our liabilities are higher than our income, it's going to be a negative cash flow. And I'd like to share a few steps with you on to help possibly break even and work incrementally to get there. The first thing is to look at invoice terms with our customers. Now, invoice terms with our customers, we want to make agreements up front on when we're getting paid and how. Now, the how, lots of times people get lost because it's a bank transfer, it's Chase Quick Pay, credit card, all of these sorts of things. So you want to really just trim down how clients are going to pay so that the terms are easy for them to walk into and set them up for success. Now, another thing is with terms is that if you see a client falling behind, you may want to offer them pay in full options or a discount to pay early if you see things happening that will take them away from the schedule. Now, the question is how much do you need to break even? To break even, your expenses have to be less than your income. And it's really easier than you think. I'll tell you why. Because in the areas of that run your business, you can look to reduce each area than just taking it away. For instance, marketing is always the top of every business owner's mind. And let's say you have 6 areas of marketing. You basically can reduce the areas of marketing instead of taking them away completely. So let's say you have like 6 areas, you can reduce each area less than taking them away. You may also want to revisit if the areas need to be removed completely. Now, reducing expenses, like it's hard for some people to do that, to actually take the time. So if you need help, please feel free to reach out. But crunching the numbers is always going to want to be your first top priority. Now, people lots of times get attached to things how they are, and it gets them very hard. It gets hard for them to really adjust. Also think about it as sometimes you need to do things temporarily in order to meet your income goals and to make sure that you're paying your bills on time. Now, the last part to this is really seeing how everything comes together in terms of setting the invoice terms, reducing expenses, and seeing how you can break even, because you're going to want to think about how to have an emergency cash flow situation for you at your fingertips, which could be having like a credit line, having some type of small business loan in case things come up. Now, some people are kind of like, if the business can't pay the expenses, they don't want to have that. Now, that's a conversation in itself, but it's things to think about to help you move forward. Now, also, you can also think about having a cash reserve that every time income comes in, that you put a little money aside so that when expenses creep up, you have a place to go. Or when things happen that you want to ramp up for expenses to invest into the business, you have a place to take it from and to save. So work on reducing expenses, work on the invoice terms so that you can manage the invoice terms with cash flow and see that your business has a healthy cash flow. Let me know how these steps go, and please feel free to reach out so that I can help you tweak these. These are some suggestions for cash flow engineering to help you break even and produce a healthy cash flow. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please let me know if you have any questions.